REED-BBS, BBS. Saturday, November the 9th. A few words spring to mind. Philly, DAZN, Welter, Superfly, mandatory, or as the British say, mandatory, promotion, Geron, Boots, Ennis, Jesse, bam, whoa, bam, bam, Rodriguez. Boots and Bam have known each other since the amateur days. Bam's never been out east until now, until this card. And do y'all remember? Remember the time. Like Michael Jackson, remember when Geron Ennis was a PBC fighter? He spent like 9 or 10 fights under that umbrella. Virtually no genuine effort made to push his narrative, to build his brand. Quite the contrast from what we're seeing in that same regard from Eddie Hearn, DAZN, and Matchroom, though. PBC had plenty of names in their stable, in and around Boots' weight class. And I ain't talking Spence. I ain't talking Crawford. I ain't talking Keith Thurman. I'm talking Stanionis, Barrios, Meat Machine Kavaliauskas, Josecito Lopez, even Crowley and David Avanesian. Those fights should have been made earlier, should have been made by PBC instead of materializing or nearly materializing, in the case of Cody Crowley, on DAZN with Matchroom, as the Avanesian fight ended up taking place. Just when PBC seemed fine with relegating Boots Ennis to Demetrius Boo-Boo Andrade status, wasted prime status, shoulda, woulda, coulda been status, Boots decided to bounce. And smartly, I might add. Him and Boozy said, fuck it, we're out. And they bounced. And they took Boots' IBF title and his 32-0, 29 KOs record the fuck out with him. So yeah, Boots carrying to the least anticipated rematch of all times. Tough ass sell, admittedly, right? Mandated by the IBF, though. Fight Karen again or be stripped henceforth, forthwith, and indubitably. You can't do that because Boots without a belt, you're back to square one. Hell, you're behind square one at that point. Moments like this is when you see the true weight and worth of a promoter. Moments like this, fights like this, cards like this. So Boots Karen won, first fight sucked, right? Unavoidable rematch, right? Well, let's add a pound for pounder to the mix. Bam. Whoa, bam. Let's go on and add them. 20-0, 13 KOs. Let's sweeten the pot. Bam's last undercard appearance was a Canelo undercard. And I quote, I wanted to get in one more fight before the end of the year. Sharing a card with Boots is an honor for an event that big, and it's a good opportunity for me to expose myself to another side of the boxing world. Couldn't have said it any better. DAZN, and they're doing their part. I mean, they're promoting the shit out of this shit. They have the breakdown, make the days count. They've had the little Two Kings special, off the cuff, and sprinkled in around all those shows, all those little promo pieces. There's the urban radio rounds being made. The civic rounds are being made at City Hall and shit. They're bringing the gym into Bosey's dungeon. Getting to see some shadow boxing with Boots and Bam. Took them to 10 Hands Fitness, little spot in Philly. They still got the press conference coming Thursday, weigh-in Friday, and of course, a Boots and Bam live stream narrated by REED-BBS this Saturday. Again, Boots and Bam, they've known each other since the amateur days. Bam never been out east until this promo trip and the fight card, and it couldn't have come at a better time. So Viva Eddie Hearn for actually pushing his product, shining light on it, cross-pollinating both Boots and Bam to different fan bases, because that's what promoters fucking do. With each fight, things will get better and better for Boots and Bam. 14,000 in attendance for the Avenesian fight. Carrying 2 with Bam on the undercard. That matches for sure and probably surpasses the 14,000 in Wells Fargo Center in Philly. Guarantee. And we'll break down the mandatory defenses. We'll talk about the fight aspect. This shit is so big. I wanted to do a promotion piece. A shout out to Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, The Zone, Boot Centers, and Bam, whoa, Bam, Rodriguez. See y'all next video. REED-BBS, BBS, Blackbird Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Television! Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.